Hello beautiful people, my name is Frida and today I'm going to be doing a first impressions haul. To be honest, I didn't wanna have a new product for every single category because I find that when you do that you pretty much don't really know whether you are in love with your foundation or how your blush looks like, or you don't really know because the different formulas tends to melt together. So I like to keep certain things the same when I'm trying a few different products. So if you want to see how I feel about these products, please keep on watching. I wanted to mention other thing too. I didn't put a video. It has been something around 2 weeks, and that was because first I normally film like 2 videos every single time I film, and when I film what I have learned in my 22 years of life, kind of a deal, things that I have learned in life, I didn't like the footage of my makeup. And a few days later, after my birthday, I was going to film again, but I got contact dermatitis. I don't really know what was going on with my skin. I just knew that it was not going to be the best idea for me to be putting on makeup because everything could make it worse. With contact dermatitis, you just want to be super gentle and let it go, because you can make it last so much longer if you put more things that you need to, like even things that you are used to could give you more contact dermatitis. So I just want to tell you about that, and I am mentioning that because I'm trying a new foundation, and so far I think I like it. I think it's a really good match for my skin tone, and I actually had used the HD liquid foundation before. This is from Makeup Forever, but that was in a different formula, and for what I could notice and what people were saying is that the stick foundations are not the same shades as the liquid, so keep that in mind. I think I find the right color for me, but I wouldn't buy the same color in the liquid as the same color in the stick. Where did I like this? As I mentioned before, I think that I do, but I don't know how much, because first I'm just playing with the formulation. This is first impressions kind of a deal. So far I will give it at 8 because I think it looks pretty, but I don't know if it's because my skin has just a tiny bit more texture that I'm used to from the contact dermatitis. I thought this is not as smooth as I'm used to. Do not get me wrong, it doesn't look bad, but I'm super used to the smooth, super smooth baby skin. So I don't know if you can tell that this is not just the tiny bit as smooth as I'm used to, but it could totally be my skin. So I'm going to give this a few more tries and tell you how I feel about it, because this could be like an 8 or it could totally be a 10 out of 10, but I don't know until I tried it a little bit more. And so far this formula I think is it's totally uploadable coverage. I don't know how full coverage this could get, because it's more it's a little bit dewy, which that's why I bought it. I wanted to buy something a little bit more dewy because sometimes I do get quite a bit of dry skin, and that's mainly because I use a lot of active ingredients with the air conditioner on all the time, so my skin gets quite dehydrated more easily. And winter is coming, and I just wanted to have something that was a little bit more glowy, and I think this is good, but I don't know how much I'm in love with this, if you know what I mean. So this contour stick, I think I just found my favorite contour stick ever. I really like this. I don't know how I would feel if I have super dry skin though, because this is more of a drier formula. It doesn't feel chalky or anything like that. This is cream to powder, I think, but I don't know. I know I have other cream foundation, contour sticks which are a little bit more creamy. But I just truly love this because the color, and I know some of you might think, well, that is too gray, and in the swatches online it totally looks gray, but honestly speaking, that's what it makes it look real. What I find sometimes with other contour sticks is that they look good, but I have to put quite a bit more of everything else to make it look real, kind of a deal. Because sometimes it can literally look like I have a line of brown on my face, and I think it has to do something about with the fact that my undertone, as I have mentioned this before, I think I have a little bit of a weird undertone. I might be completely wrong, but I might be a light cooled olive, a muted cool olive. So normally cool tones look kind of good on me, and this contour stick, as you can tell, looks super real. It doesn't look like a strike or anything like that, and I think it looks like a super believable shadow, because sometimes other ones which are more neutral can give me this what would be the name, like it looks like I have too much makeup on, or I have to put a little bit more everywhere else to balance things out, because it just doesn't look super real. And I have used these just 2 times before, not in a super glam way, but as in with my tinted sunscreen, and it actually looks super believable and real, and I was blown away at how believable, yet it looked really believable. Like I didn't have to put more bronzer or anything like that to make it look like, I didn't have to put blush or anything like that to make it look somewhat good. And I even tried this on bare face and looked super good. Thing that you saw me using was this Fenty Beauty primer with the liner, and I actually bought this because I'm not used to using eye primers, but I saw a makeup artist mentioning that it's super important to use makeup, like eye makeup primers, and I was like, do you really? And for my experience, I have tried another few primers which I really didn't like back in the day, and that has been like literally 6 years ago, so it has been a while. And you know, I thought I might give it a try, and this is a mini size of the eye primer and the liner. So far I think I have to try this a little bit more, but I can see that this makes the colors more vibrant. That's for sure. It gives more payoff of your shadows. But at the beginning you could notice, if you really see the footage, that it was a little bit patchy, and I don't know if it was because I was supposed to wait until completely dry, because I start putting shadow on top of this when it was just still a little bit wet, a little bit tacky, because I couldn't find instructions on the box. So I really don't know. I might try these when it's completely dry, and I will let you know. So far I like this. I see where I could use this. I would give this an 8, just because I like it. I'm just thinking that to have an extra step, and if you really have something that you want to blend super flawlessly, I don't know how that would look if you're using really light shadows, because as I mentioned before, these at the beginning look a little bit patchy, so I don't know about that. But it totally made the colors look more vibrant. You could see in the footage that I have to go over this eye a few times. And by the way, if it looks a little bit patchy in both of my eyes, it's because I'm not that good with liner, and I was trying this new liner and I kind of have to clean it a few times until I got somewhat of a decent shape. Next, you saw me using this brush, and honestly speaking, I'm in love. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. I am in love. I actually bought this because I saw a makeup artist which I really like. I'm going to put his name here. He has a YouTube channel and he was talking about his favorite brushes and he mentioned this one. So if you saw the video that I put in the 21 of July, so my birthday, I do like to do that really kind of cut crease, but it's not really a cut crease, it's just a really detailed work, kind of like really making cat eyes with shadow kind of a deal. And to be more detailed, I was looking for a really good brush, and he mentioned this one, and honestly 10 out of 10. I think these ones look super pretty. I think they are a reasonable price. They're not cheap by any means, but you know, they're not crazy expensive like other ones, and I really like the quality. So 10 out of 10 for me. The Jawbreaker, super controversial. Of course, as you can see, I pretty much just used two colors. I mean 3. I think they're pretty good. I mean, I haven't used every single shade. I know it's quite a controversial person, the owner of this brand, and the only thing that I can say is that I bought this before it actually everything came out about him. I bought this in a retailer in Mexico. We're just talking about how this actually works and what has been my experience so far. I give it 10 out of 10. I know it's not really, I know it can be such a hard struggle to buy from a company where you don't stand the owner, where you are so against everything that has been said about him. And of course all of these are allegations, so I don't know anything by fact. But honestly speaking, for the most part, I think we as our consumers we just want to have good makeup and we don't want drama. So I think it's a quite difficult spot to be in, because honestly speaking, I have other few things that are from Jeffree that I really like and I'm going still to be using, because I don't have the money to be, you know, be wasting. I think it would be a waste for me to stop using something that I like and get something else just because I don't like the owner. We have to keep in mind that companies, yeah, owners own the company, but there's a lot of more people that go behind the scenes. So I know that a lot of people might agree or disagree with me. For the most part, honestly, I try not to buy into anything that might be from someone who I don't feel like they're doing something that is right. But I have already paid for this, so I'm not going to throw away my makeup because I really bought this with my money, so why would I? And I think it would be a waste, and this is really good makeup. So I hope you understand if I'm using this. It would be really nice for me to find a better palette than this with really similar colors, but honestly speaking, I live in Mexico and finding a lot of different brands is super difficult because they don't ship here. and customs are super bad. Sometimes things get lost more frequently than you will think of, and sometimes they put crazy taxes on things. So as someone who lives in Mexico and bought this from a retailer, which I'm pretty sure I'm supporting the retailer store in Mexico, it was my way of justifying this. I think, you know, to each on their own, but I did want to tell you about that because I'm not blind to what is going on with the beauty community. I think everyone knows for the most part, but I just wanted to tell you that I did really like this. As I said before, I only have tried 3 shades and you saw me using them, but has anyone else seen a palette with these kinds of colors and this much pigmentation that ships to Mexico? I really have tried to find something like that and I really couldn't, and I was just starving for these colors. So I'm sorry if I offend anyone, but it's just not my deal. I didn't mean to. And with this liner, I think it's good, but it has a learning curve because it's super detailed. Like some other liners are not as detailed as these ones. Like you can see it has a tiny felt tip, and because of that it truly has a learning curve. I think it's good, but you just have to get used to it. I would say this is a 9 out of 10, and just because it has just a slight learning curve, I think, because if you're not really used to have such a nice and thin felt tip, you can mess up things. But so far I really like both of these ones. Other thing that I have to mention are these Makeup Forever liners. I put this white liner and I like it. I wasn't blown away by this. These liners, you are supposed to be able to use them in your eyes, in your lips, in whatever place you want in your face pretty much. And before anyone comes and tells me that you can do that with any kind of makeup, that's true, but some colors and certain things are not meant to, because it could be dangerous for your eyesight, and what people can sell you for eye use is different from lips. So keep that in mind. And if you have a formula that works good in eyes and lips, it's just different. Sometimes you find things like that, but it's just different. I haven't used these ones on the eyes or in the waterline, but I have used this is what I have as lip liner, and I think I like it. If you have seen my channel, you kind of know that I really like my brown lip liners because they just make lips look like 3 times your size and so much plumper and just really good detail. So I really like brown lips. And what I really like about these liners more than anything is that, well, I think they're, as far as I can tell at the moment, they seem like really good formulas. They're really nice colors. They look like something that is high-end. I mean, it's Makeup Forever, but they were super reasonable price. Sometimes I pay crazy expensive things for just one liner, and I could, with the price of 2 of these, you can buy one in another brand. So I think they're quite well priced. So I will let you know later how I feel about these ones in the eye area, like with drawing things and things like that. But so far I really like them. I think they're really good. And well, that's pretty much it when it comes to those products. I do have another haul coming on and a few different things that I want to try on camera and let you know how I feel about this. And by the way, for sure, somewhat by the end of the month, I will tell you how I feel deep down about these products, because first impressions can be one thing, but how you actually feel by the end of things can change a little bit. Normally you can tell by the beginning, but just letting you know about that. Another thing that I did want to mention is with this eyelash curler. I think you have heard me saying that I have super straight lashes, that they never ever want to curl. And if I want my eyelashes to curl, I would have to heat up my eyelash curler. So I bought this eyelash curler that is already like heated. I have liked this quite a bit so far. It's not crazy magical. It's just an eyelash curler, a heated eyelash curler, but I really like this. I don't know how much it would last, because I did see some comments in Amazon saying that this doesn't last as much as you would think, but so far so good. I really truly like this, and I think it's a lot more safe than me heating up my eyelash curler, because that could get super hot. So so far I really like this, and I just wanted to mention that. So as you can see, this is the final look. I think it looks super pretty. By the way, if you see my outfit, I have been doing a little bit of a Zara haul lately. Like, I have been buying way too many things on Zara, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm quite in love with these t-shirts and this cardigan, and I will try to put a picture somewhere along here, because I think my outfit looks quite cute, and I will try to link the products down below, because these are really good. And in the future, hopefully you would have a Zara haul, so I could talk about more this in depth, but I'm pretty sure I can still find these. So if you like my pink shirt and my cardigan, which by the way, all of these are cotton, because I live in a super hot place, so I got you here if you want to look cute but don't melt. I think it's super important to think of fabric. And yeah, that will be pretty much it. I think I will be giving you more feedback in a few videos, but I hope you liked the video, and I hope it was informative. So if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share, because it helps growing up my channel. And if you have any comment or anything you would like me to do, I would happily do so, if it's between my possibilities. And without anything else to say, I hope you all have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.